Hi Erica, what's happening? I know you got some bad news today, hearing about Boston, but I want to remind you that God's going to use you in great ways, so you have nothing to fear. But I know when you get bad news, there's always the downside. But I have a little remedy I like to use when I get bad news. So I'm going to fill you into my little world of what I do when I hear bad news or have a rough day. I'm a movie guy, so I have here a selection of movies that I will throw out to you that you can totally watch to take your mind off of everything in your crazy busy schedule. So there is Catch Me If You Can, classic. Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hanks. Puts me to sleep every time. Personally, one of my favorites, 13 Going on 30. When I feel like I am not up to par on things, I find my inner 13-year-old girl and I watch this movie, and it gets me pretty cheery. It's a classic. Four Brothers. This is my manly movie. It's about four brothers. Mark Wahlberg. He is who I want to be when I'm 30 years old. Maybe. I don't know. Pride and Prejudice. Cannot go wrong with this movie. Can put it on any weekend, especially when I'm feeling down. Darcy. He's the man. Darcy. We have A Knight's Tale. Heath Ledger. Rest his soul, but he left us behind with the classic movie. A Knight's Tale. We will rock you. One of my favorites here, Just Like Heaven. I like to think that I kind of look like Mark Ruffalo. No, I don't look like Mark Ruffalo. But it's when the Hulk falls in love with Reese Witherspoon. Classic movie. But she's a ghost. But she really isn't. You'll find out. Watch the movie. And, drumroll please, the best movie of all time, and especially the one I watch whenever I feel down. I practically watch this movie religiously. It is called Point Break. I know what you're thinking. Keanu Reeves is like 17 years old in this movie. He definitely is. And that's Patrick Swayze. What's he doing? I know. He's not dead yet. He's still alive. That's the Dirty Dancing guy. But it's about surfing. Let me read this to you. Check us out. The action is in the back of the thing. Surfing, football, fistfights, gunfights, bank robberies, car chases, skydiving, never lets up. It is typically the most action-packed guy movie of all time. But I like to say it's what I watch when I feel down. Point Break, it's a classic. So if that doesn't help, if you watch all those movies and you still feel like it's a sad day, I'll fill you in a little secret. I haven't told many people this, so you're gonna have to keep this our secret, okay? And I mean this. Don't tell Kyle or Hannah. But I have this little thing that I do. I've actually made this when I was, I think, 11 years old, and I've been making new ones all the time since. But this is what's called. I call it my. You're gonna laugh at this. This is pretty sad. I call it my piece of paper. As you see, it's a card, all right, and it's a piece of paper that I've ripped and I've taped on to the card. I know what you're thinking. What the heck is this? Okay, this is gonna rock your world, all right? What I did when I was a kid, when I would get frustrated, upset, or just sad, I would play with this piece of paper. I'd sit down, and I kid you not, I'd sit down for a couple hours, and I'd do this. 1 hour passes. Pretty awesome, huh? Yeah. Well, that's what I would do. I'll pass it on to you. It's pretty relaxing. It's embarrassing, but it works. Actually, I'm actually gonna play this after when I'm done. My parents always made fun of me. They said, What are you gonna tell your roommates you move in with them or your family one day?" I'll just tell them, you know what? It works. So I'm gonna keep doing it. But it's my piece of paper. It's basically what it is. I'm imagining I'm like a football player or a movie star or a baseball player or you name it. Whatever it is, I like fulfill it in this piece of paper. When I'm shaking it, I am in the dream state. It's funky, but it works. So I know it's kind of a long video, but that's what I got for you. I hope all these work. If not, I hope you just have a great time at your show choir this weekend. Erica, you're definitely awesome.